What's good with it, YouTube? This is Nocturnal Thoughts. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and take a second to hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. This video is going to be a real quick prediction video, and then I'm going to go ahead and clock out for the day. A prediction video between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz with the rematch coming up this weekend. And I thought about it. I said, what could be the possible outcomes? I had to go with my gut instinct. I had to go with what just felt more logical to me. We all know the world was shocked when Andy Ruiz upsetted and knocked down former heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, 4 times, knocking him down twice in the 3rd round, and I believe knocking him down 2 more times in the 7th or the 9th round. I can't remember exactly at the moment. But Anthony Joshua did have moments of success in that fight, actually striking first blood, knocking down Andy Ruiz in the 3rd round early, went in for the kill, and found himself getting hit upside the head, threw off his equilibrium, and from that point he never got his legs underneath him again. Went ahead, knocked down 2 more times, spit out his mouthpiece, pretty much quit in the corner with the referee asking him to come forward, and then finally waving off the fight. And then you have the final climactic moment where Andy Ruiz was doing his infamous jump up and down in the middle of the ring, celebrating the first Mexican heavyweight world champion of the world. Now they have the rematch. I forget the slogan for it, the Clash and the Dunes, but it's over in Saudi Arabia. It was a lot of controversial stories that was coming out in Anthony Joshua's camp, whether or not he had got knocked out in sparring. He had the physio on his face when he was talking to Radio Raheem. We had his dad that was complaining about Eddie Hearns for some kind of thing, fighting, maybe with a concussion, maybe got concussed in the fight with Andy Ruiz. We know Andy Ruiz was coming off of his win against, I can't pronounce dude's name correctly, but Deverenchenko, and only having a short training camp to fight Anthony Joshua, pulling off the upset, getting the victory, and has been celebrating ever since then. We got videos of him driving around in brand new Rolls Royces, is going to Walmart, showing love to his people, paying for groceries, taking pictures, signing autographs, kissing babies, just really embracing being the first Mexican heavyweight champion. He's a very likable, lovable person that everybody's pretty much gravitating towards. But will that last? Even if he loses this fight, I still believe him being the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world is going to put him in a stratosphere that you can never take away. It's not going to be like a Rockman knocking out Lennox Lewis or Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson. The fact that he's representing the Mexicanos and representing his culture and his people, they're never going to let him be less than what he is now, period, which is a champion, a world-class champion. So with that being said, with this rematch, still plenty people want to say that it's a possibility that Andy is partying too much, he's not focused, boom, this was a fluke, he's going to lose the rematch. Then there's people that's saying that Anthony Joshua, he was a paper champion, he undertrained, he was too muscle bound, now he's trained perfectly, he slimmed down, lost a little bit of muscle, worked on his boxing more than his weightlifting, and now he's going to come in and he's going to gain back what was his to begin with, his 4 belts. Okay, so the fight is coming to a head. We're going to find out all what's going to happen. No more questions, just answers. But I got to give a prediction. I polished off my crystal ball, looked into it. It's still a little cloudy, but I'm going to do my best with an interpretation of who's going to win in this situation. And I'm going to say that what's going to happen is Anthony Joshua is going to fight a different fight because he's going to want to stay on the outside. Jab, jab, hold. Jab, jab, hold. Okay? Shouts out to Blue Blood Sports. Shouts out to Vladimir Klitschko. But making it a boring fight, jab, jab, come in and hold. That's not going to last forever. Andy Ruiz is going to steal a couple of rounds because he just has faster hands. It's going to be easy for him to get free, break free, and do a lot of inside work inside the kitchen and cause a little damage. It's going to go back and forth. But I don't see anybody getting knocked out in this fight. I don't see that Anthony Joshua is going to build up the courage to go in for the kill. He said last time he didn't cook the meat long enough. He didn't poke the meat long enough. So I think even if that was true, now he's not going to have the gumption and the courage to know when the meat has been cooked long enough in this fight. Henceforth, he's not going to really go in for the kill. He's going to go in for a boring, dominant fight on points. But I think Anthony Joshua is going to be a little too slow for that. Eventually, Andy Ruiz is going to be able to do some Sugar Ray Leonard and just pull out some last minute flurries that's going to pull out rounds. So with that being said, it's going to be a different fight from last time. I doubt we see any of the knockdowns and the knockouts from the last fight. There's going to be more of a boxing match. It might be a little less entertaining because the hype is built up so much now. But the final prediction is actually going to be a 12-round fight. Andy Ruiz winning by a split decision. That's my final prediction. Nocturnal Thoughts, man. I appreciate y'all. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you got this fight playing out. Do you see Anthony Joshua knocking out Andy Ruiz and standing over him victorious as a champion again? Or do you see Andy Ruiz putting those same paws on Anthony Joshua, hitting him all over the place from top to bottom, putting him down on the canvas, having him spitting out his gum shield again? That would be a nice fight to see somebody get knocked down and knocked out. But I just don't see it that way. I see a 12-round chess match that's going to be Anthony Joshua boxing on the outside. Once he gets in the inside, he's going to try to tie him up. He's not going to be able to tie him up every single time. Andy Ruiz is going to do some inside work. He's going to steal some rounds. He's going to steal just enough rounds to get the slight edge by two of the judges. One judge is going to go for Anthony Joshua in a major way. That's boxing. That's how I see it. Andy Ruiz, winner. Split decision. Nocturnal Thoughts. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.